The following is a presentation of Eagle Radio and Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. The basketball game of the week is on the air now.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome inside the Equity Bank broadcast booth inside Tony's Pizza Event Center. It is time for the main event as the 4A state tournament rolls on. 2 games in the books, 2 games left to go, and the 4A boys state field will be whittled from 8 teams down to 4. In this contest, it's the Abilene Cowboys at 16-6 against the Rock Creek Mustangs, the 2 seed at 20-2. Postseason basketball coverage on Salina Post is presented in part by Bennington State Bank, with locations in Abilene, Salina, Bennington, and more. And coverage of this game is brought to you by the Amanda West State Farm Agency as you are watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament. Again, Tyler Henry, Russ Kossel alongside you. Russ, this should be a fun game. It is a rematch, a 3-match, if you will, between 2 teams very familiar with each other in the NCKL. Both games relatively close. The first meeting early in the year went the way of Rock Creek, 61-52. The rematch was much closer. Abilene hung around. They lost that game by just 6 points. And as soon as that game with Wellington was over, the minute Abilene punched their ticket to state, all we heard before we even knew what the bracket was going to say was, we want Rock Creek. We want Rock Creek. This Abilene team is hungry to play against the squad from St. George. Should be a fun one here tonight, partner.
Yeah, they felt like that. Maybe that second one kind of got away from them a little bit in that second matchup, losing by 6. But I think tonight, it's safe to say, you hear the sayings all the time, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Well, everybody's 0-0 right now. You lose this one, you're going home. The goal is, Abilene has been here quite frequently lately. In the article you wrote, they should have to start paying rent as much as they've been here, but they have not made it past the first round.
Well, and that's the thing, right? You look at this Abilene team. They've been to the state tournament here in 4A. 4 of the last 5 seasons, an 11-10 season, the only blip on the radar there. And now they've done it with 2 different head coaches. And that's kind of the other interesting thing. Eric Grafey, a phenomenal head coach, a great man, loved working with him over the last several years. But as his assistant Kyle Taylor has taken over, a few things have changed around Abilene. Fundamentally, the excellence is still there, the effort is still there, but more set plays, maybe a little bit more structure, and a team that I think really has benefited from going in maybe a little bit of a different direction. It's helped them get back to the state tournament. Now, as you said, can it take them to new heights?
And I think with this group of young men that they have now, with Taylor as the head coach, he kind of had to change a little bit with this group. We saw that extremely talented senior class last year, just absolutely loaded with athletes. This group just as equally as loaded with athletes, but in a little different genre than what last year's team was.
And what's impressive about that, Russ, is you're talking about a group, like we said, they've been to the state tournament 4 of the last 5 years. It's not like they came in with 6 hotshot freshmen and rode them to 4 state tournaments. It's been 3, even 4 different groups at times, and it's the role players on the good team from a year before that step up and become the stars. That's what's happened this season as guys like Weston Rock, Ian Crump, and Tyler Holloway have taken the reins, and we've seen that next generation of role players, so to speak, kind of step up in the stead of those guys. Tegan Funston, Thomas Keener, Levi Evans, Colt Becker, Jackson Kuba. Everyone knows what the role is on this team, and this is a team. No one player that's going to get you more than 13 points a game on any given night. They like to spread it out.
Well, in the game you and I covered in the first round of Sub-State against Mulvane, by the time the middle of the third quarter rolled around, everybody had contributed. Keener was the only one who was yet to score, but he was the guy on defense forcing the turnovers. He was leading this offense down the floor, and then he hit that 3 in the third quarter we saw 8 players score in that game.
And that's exactly what they do. It's a team, though, that they're going to have to take on tonight in Rock Creek that looks very similar. We'll tell you about them in just a bit. Before we take a break, though, want to go through the first 2 games from this tournament. The top of the bracket is already set. Ottawa beat Atchison. They were the 1 seed, expected to beat the 8 seed, 63-46, a comfortable win there. McPherson knocked off Baldwin in the 4-5 matchup, and that was a banger. It went to overtime. We saw late drama. We saw what we thought might be a game winner on one side before a buzzer beater on the other side gave the Bulldogs the win. So it will be Ottawa and McPherson in the semifinal, which leaves just 4 teams in the 4A bracket. 2 of them getting ready to do battle here. Again, it's the 2 seed in Rock Creek. It's the 7 seed in Abilene. And it's a semifinal matchup coming your way when we return. You're watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament presented by the Amanda West State Farm Agency.
The Cowboys work hard on the field, and you need an insurance agent that works just as hard for you. With 24-hour service and the ability to answer all your questions, your local State Farm agent in Abilene is Amanda West Agency, supporting the student athletes of Dickinson County.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, the Equity Bank broadcast booth here from Tony's Pizza Event Center. Tyler Henry alongside Russ Castle, just about ready to get this ball in the air. And let's go ahead and meet the starting lineups in this quarterfinal matchup between the 2 seed 20-2 Rock Creek Mustangs and the 16-6 7 seed in the Abilene Cowboys. We'll begin with Abilene. They will put the same starting five on the floor that we've come to know and love, and for them it all starts with a 6-foot senior in Weston Rock, averaging 10.5 points and 4.5 rebounds per game. He is joined in the backcourt by a 6-foot junior in Tegan Funston, averaging 6.5 points a game, and a 5'10" senior in Thomas Keener, averaging 4.5 points a game. Then in the front court, it's a 6'4" senior in Ian Crump, averaging 12.7 points a game, and a 6'4" senior in Tyler Holloway, averaging 14 points and 5 rebounds per contest. Meanwhile, for Rock Creek, a 6'4" senior in Eli Bell, averaging 13 points a game, a 6'2" junior in Peter Martini, averaging 7 points a game, 6'1" senior Coley Burgess, averaging 13 points a game, a 6'3" junior in Gavin Rosa, averaging 8.5 points a game, and rounding out the starting five, it's a 6'2" senior in Riker Zeller, averaging 3 points per game. Abilene wins the opening tip. They take it right down the floor, and they will open up the scoring courtesy of Tyler Holloway.
Yeah, just what you want to do right there. Tyler shooting the ball at 68, almost 70% on the year. Feed him down low early.
See how they want to adjust here. Rock Creek back to work now for the first time tonight on offense. They want to go right to the inside. Eli Bell's shot is up, no good. And the rebound taken in by the Cowboys, who want to work quickly down the floor. Shot missed. Rebound, though, wrenched away. They'll get it back out to Crump. Top of the key, 3, just off the mark, left it short. And the rebound taken in by Eli Bell. Abilene comes out tonight in their all-orange road jerseys, silver numerals trimmed in white. Meanwhile, for Rock Creek, it's the all-white home jerseys with the black numerals, no trim for the Mustangs. Good defensive stand there, but a good defensive block. Boy, Eli Bell showing off the athleticism with a big block there, and here come the Mustangs.
Yeah, went vertical just like we saw on the last possession. Deep 3 right there by Bell.
Rebound taken in here by Abilene, and we have got, they're going to call this a foul on Eli Bell. I thought we might have had our first tie-up of the day, but Bell collects a foul, and a chance now for Abilene to come the other way.
Obviously, it's seen early what both these teams want to do. Pound the ball inside. Eli Bell inside for Rock Creek, and Tyler Holloway inside coming up with that offensive rebound on that last possession.
6:35 left to play here in the opening quarter. Still just the one bucket came on the first possession from this man right here. Holloway, wanted to give it up, but 3 seconds in the lane, and a turnover against the Cowboys will give it back to the Mustangs.
Yeah, and if you're Tyler and you get the ball that deep inside that arc underneath the basket, you got to turn around and make a move and try to get that ball up on the rim.
So Rock Creek still looking for their first points of this game. Mustangs have been very efficient this season, although they're going to cough it up on a turnover, and Abilene back the other way. They've got numbers. This is Ian Crump spinning in the lane. His shot is blocked, but not without contact, and it's 2 free throws coming here for Ian Crump.
Good steal over there on the far side, being disciplined, not letting the ball go out of bounds, but also not going through the offensive player and then just getting that ball up. Maybe you would have liked to see Crump just go take that as a full head of steam, not slow down, reverse dribble there, but nonetheless, he gets 2 free throws.
First free throw up and good. Coverage of Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament is presented by the Amanda West State Farm Agency. Second free throw for Crump. He will get them both. And a 2-for-2 trip puts the Cowboys in front 4-0. The one thing with Rock Creek, this is a team you do not want to fall behind. And we'll talk a little bit more about their 20-2 record. Really, they only have one loss that I think they would tell you counts, if you want to call it that, is another stop here for Abilene. But their 2 losses this year, one came to a very good St. Mary's team that earned the 1 seed at Sub-State and a first-round bye. The other came to Concordia, who they beat by almost 30 points in the first matchup and lost to on the final day of the regular season. But you kind of wonder what happened there, you know?
Yeah, you see that a lot. You never know, but maybe, anything can happen right now late in the season.
Like you said, hard to beat a team 3 times. That's what the Mustangs are trying to do here. 3-pointer from the wing, no good. Holloway pokes it away, but Coley Burgess in a foot race down the floor, and it's a foot race that he will win with the foul. Burgess, a chance here to complete the 3-point play as he will go to the line, looking to cut that lead down to 1.
Yeah, Ian Crump tried to chase him down there from behind and tried to slow down a little bit to get that block on the backside and got him on that shooting arm on that drive right there. So now you go to the line. Pretty good defense early, though, for Abilene, creating 2 turnovers already early in this first quarter.
That, by the way, that shot, the first of the day for Rock Creek, not taken by Eli Bell, who started his day 0 for 3.
Yeah, and all of his have came inside the paint, and then that 1 3-pointer.
3-point play completed here by Coley Burgess makes it a 4-3 game. Abilene still holding on to the lead, but they've got to find a way to get this rolling offensively. They will dump this down low. Great movement, but Holloway stumbled back out to Crump. Head fakes on the 3. Steps in for the long 2. That's short. and the rebound taken in by Peter Martini. Martini wants to go all the way himself. He'll kick out, top of the key three for Rock Creek. That's off back iron, no good. Rebound, though, back out to the shooter. That's Gavin Rosa. Rosa back to Martini again. Actually, correction, this is Coley Burgess. Picked up defensively by Tegan Funston. 4:51 left to go. Bell takes a touch here at the top of the key. Left wing three on its way, and it's good. All 6 points for Rock Creek to start this game have come courtesy of Coley Burgess.
Yeah, a little 6-0 run by Burgess right here to put Rock Creek ahead by 2.
Burgess averages 13 points a game. He's been every bit as good as Eli Bell this year, who averages 13.5. Meanwhile, Abilene's leading scorer, Ian Crump, still looking for his first field goal of this game. 4:22 left to go. Crump again, pump fakes. He'll step inside the paint, goes right into the body of 2 defenders and scores anyway. And we are tied at 6 apiece.
Yeah, good-looking drive right there by Crump, and even better-looking drive by Burgess on the receding end.
Boy, Burgess just unconscious right now. And an 8-0 run, as you mentioned, as this is knocked away. All 8 of Rock Creek's points have come courtesy of Burgess, who, boy, that time just kind of got lost in traffic and took it all the way to the hole.
Yeah, it was almost like the end of the game right before this where you don't pick up the ball handler 90 feet away and he just drives and shoots a wide-open layup.
First sub of the day for both teams. Thomas Keener is out. In for him for the Cowboys is Levi Evans. Meanwhile, Eli Bell will take a seat, and Porter Gill is in to replace him. Half of the opening quarter is gone, 4 minutes through here. Evans has it top of the key. Abilene still cycling through offense. They've got it with Crump on the wing. He'll fire it out, deflected and stolen away. A weak pass picked up and taken the distance. Oh, but the point-blank shot, no good. The putback, though, is there for Gavin Rosa off the Peter Martini miss. And it's a 10-6 lead for the Rock Creek Mustangs.
Seems like transition defense right now for Abilene, whether it's off turnovers or defensive rebounds, is just not there.
Well, so far, you count the and one free throw. 5 of Rock Creek's 10 points have come in transition. Here's a 3. That's off the mark, no good. Holloway, though, skies for the rebound. He will wrench it away from a Mustang. Ooh, almost got the and one, but he will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws here. That foul is picked up by Logan Klingenberg.
And you just look right now, Tyler out on the floor. And if Tyler Holloway gets the ball on the inside, he has to just go right at him. Physically, you can see that he is the biggest guy built on the floor right now. If he comes open on the block, you have to find a way to get him the ball.
Holloway's first free throw is in and out, no good. To your point, there are a couple of guys out there that may have the same height as Holloway, but he's the only one that's built like a Mack truck. And I'm with you. I mean, that's got to be an advantage as far as moving people out of your way, as Weston Rock will take a seat and Jackson Green will check into the ball game here. Holloway missed the first free throw, his second on the way, and he will miss them both, but, ooh, Green. Yeah, it looked like Green got the rebound, but they're going to call an offensive foul, or are they? What is this, Russ?
Well, I think he signaled the wrong way.
No, they're calling a foul here on Tegan Funston.
Well, I'm kind of confused. Maybe I missed something on that, but it sure looked like Tegan Funston was the one that flew out of bounds right there.
It certainly was. Either way, a foul picked up by Funston. We play on. It's just the second foul of the quarter for Abilene. 3:13 left to go. They trail 10-6. This ball dumped back off on the right side. That's Gavin Rosa. Hands it off here, slip to the inside. How good has Coley Burgess been tonight? My goodness, 10 of the 12 points here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and Abilene's going to have to figure out and put a body on him and help in the lane. There's just no help side on them on-ball screens.
Burgess right now outscoring the Cowboys all by himself. This ball taken by Colt Becker. He will hand it back off here at the top of the key. That's Funston. Now to Levi Evans. 2:40 left to go. Rock Creek's got the Cowboys doubled up. Abilene looking to get back in it. Evans has it here on the wing. Wanted to dive inside. Instead, they'll hand it off to Funston again. He goes inside. Big spin move in the lane. His shot is flat. Rebound tipped out. Here come the Mustangs. Back down the floor. It's a 2-on-2. Big block for Ian Crump. And they're going to say last touched here by Abilene. If Crump did, in fact, block it, I think they got that call right, but a tough break for the Cowboys who wanted the ball.
Yeah, speaking of tough break, open up this game, getting 2 wide-open shots. Rock Creek now on a 12-2 run.
And Abilene, as you mentioned, they hit their first 2 field goals. They're 0 for 7 ever since.
When you got a guy that shoots almost 70%, you got to find a way to get him the ball inside, which now he is out of the game.
Meanwhile, as you mentioned, Weston Rock checks back into the game. Coming in alongside him for the Cowboys is Tommy Keener.
Switch up to a little 2-3 zone here out of this dead ball.
It's going to lead to an open three, but too strong, although Burgess is there for the rebound. He'll get it back to Rosa, who dives inside. His shot no good. Rebound wrestled away. Rosa back up. That won't fall. Boy, a hectic sequence. Abilene fighting in the corner. Rock Creek comes down with it. Burgess to the inside. Another bucket.
That was Logan. Excuse me.
Timeout, Abilene. Rock Creek dominating this game, and that last bucket, Logan Klingenberg getting in on the fun. We will step away for 30 back when we come back here on Salina Post. You're watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A State Tournament. It's presented by Amanda West, State Farm Agency.
The Cowboys work hard on the field, and you need an insurance agent that works just as hard for you. With 24-hour service and the ability to answer all your questions, your local State Farm agent in Abilene is Amanda West Agency, supporting the student athletes of Dickinson County.
Welcome back inside the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Postseason basketball coverage on Salina Post is brought to you by the Bennington State Bank, with locations in Abilene, Salina, Bennington, and more. 14-6, Russ Kossel is our scorer. And like you said, it's just been a huge run here for Rock Creek. Abilene got out to the early lead. They hit their first 2 field goals of the game. They are 0 for 7 since.
Yeah, and it's been the offensive rebounds right now. Abilene just that one offensive rebound that led to no points. Rock Creek had 3 offensive rebounds on that last possession alone.
See if the Cowboys can find a way to break this drought. Beautiful backdoor cut and a lay-in for Jackson Green, and that'll put an end to the 0 for 7 stretch.
Yeah, and maybe that'll put a little life inside of this offense as Abilene now goes back to the man-to-man defense.
Was the biggest deficit for the Cowboys, and it almost got deeper. And offensive rebounds are becoming a real problem right now, although the Cowboys going to luck out and force a turnover here, but they have not found anything on the offensive glass, and they've been giving up a lot of ground there.
Yeah, now unofficially 5 offensive rebounds for Rock Creek.
According to the official live stats, they've got 7. Normally you undercut there.
Yeah.
Rock Creek right now, they are dominating on the boards. 13-5 is the total rebounding number in favor of the Mustangs. Abilene circling around. Again, patient offense, but most of the patience has come as a result of just not finding shots. Here's Rock trying to force the issue down low, and they may have wanted to be a little more patient as Rock, who is now 0 for 4 tonight, goes up and misses it short.
Yeah, Rock coming in for 44, just a little over 44% on the year. Need a big defensive stand here with 20 seconds left.
Got to find a way to get a stop. Martini's got it, top of the key. He'll put the car in neutral. Look back to his coach. Here on the near side, that's Justin Smith in his 3rd season at the helm here for Rock Creek. Martini wants to go with 8, with 7 to the inside, looking for a teammate. He'll kick it back out. This is Burgess. Step back 3. He got it. Coley Burgess is on a tear. 13 points for Burgess. His season average in the first quarter, and his Mustangs are ahead 17-8 as we go to quarter number 2. You are watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A State Tournament. It's presented by Amanda West, State Farm Agency.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back inside the Equity Bank broadcast booth here at Tony's Pizza Event Center. Tyler Henry, Russ Kossel, and a 17-8 Rock Creek lead, courtesy of 13 first quarter points for Coley Burgess. Postseason coverage of basketball state action on Salina Post is presented in part by the Bennington State Bank with locations in Abilene, Salina, Bennington, and more. Cowboys needing to lock down defensively, and this is a big note as Eli Bell misses a dunk here. Bell has still not scored in this game, and Russ Kossel, he is a huge part of this offense. They did almost all of that damage with him sitting on the bench resting.
Yeah, and he's averaging almost 14 points a game, and you think, all right, I held a guy scoreless is another turnover by Abilene, but it's been Burgess that they're going to have to shut down.
Almost immediately a quick turnover by the Cowboys, and a quick dive to the inside, no good, but another board, and Bell has entered the scoring column. Offensive rebounds, I know we talked about it before, but now 8-2 the margin, 15-6 overall. Abilene is getting crushed on the glass right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the offensive board as Crump's going to go through and get one there, but it's the scoring after the offensive rebounds. They're getting the shots, but they're getting them to fall as well.
Yeah, second chance points right now. Rock Creek with a 9-0 advantage, and wouldn't you know it, they lead this game by exactly 9 points. 19-10, 6:51 left to go. Here in the opening half, Rock Creek with a second quarter lead. Cowboys looking to cut it down. So far, both teams with one bucket here in the early goings of quarter number 2. This ball comes to Bell at the top of the key. They're going to leave him open again. That's not really been Bell's shot, at least not tonight. They will look to go to the inside, kick it out right wing. That's Rosa. His three is off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it's another board here for Rock Creek. They're going to slip this down low, and there's the dunk for Eli Bell.
Yeah, just a little, ball fall the right way. You don't get on the floor and go for it. Rock Creek beats Abilene to the floor and gets that, and that leads to Tyler Holloway getting stuck on an island, picks up the ball, and Bell just flushes it home.
11 second chance points for the Rock Creek Mustangs so far, and an 11-point lead with 5:54 to go before halftime. Rock takes it top of the key. He's floating around. Picked up by Martini defensively. Now gets it back to Keener in the corner. Keener dives down the inside, but his shot short off the bottom of the rim, and Rock Creek throws it ahead. Thought about a transition three. They will turn it down. Burgess slips it out. Here's a corner three. In and out. And the rebound for Rock off the miss by Riker Zeller. Abilene now looking to answer back on their side. A lot of contact down low, but this is the state tournament. They're going to let them play through a lot of that. Ooh, and they're going to say Rock Creek basketball. Well, now the officials are going to huddle up and talk about it. What'd you see, Russ?
Well, I saw Tyler Holloway get absolutely hammered from the backside on that right arm. That's the reason he couldn't get the ball up in the air. I wasn't watching the ball go out of bounds, so can't make this play here. If they can't agree, they should go to the jump ball situation, and it should not take this long.
Yeah, they're really – you'd rather have them take the time and get it right, but, yeah, they're going to go with the call on the floor, and it is, in fact, Rock Creek basketball.
And I'm okay with that. It's good the officials, you see them immediately get together, come together with a discussion. You'd like to maybe see a decision made sooner, but at least they did come together to get the right call.
At the end of the day, like you said, you want to make sure you get it right at the state tournament. Seen some good officiating so far, whatever fans of whatever team might tell you. Earlier today, Abilene gets the rebound here off a three-point miss from the corner. They bring it back down the floor off to Keener. Right now, they just need buckets.
It's transition defense, right? Abilene's tried to run out on missed shots, and Rock Creek, all 5 of them getting back in a hurry.
Yeah, this is a Rock Creek team. Hustle has not been a problem for the Mustangs this year. Holloway, power dribble to the inside, shut down, almost caught with a 3-second call. Here's a Crump corner three. That's off the mark. And the rebound for Peter Martini. Gavin Rosa kicking the corner. Same spot for the Mustangs and the same result. And now they want to throw it ahead. It's caught by Weston Rock, who goes up and scores with the right hand. Boy, Weston Rock's got a couple of passes in his football career that looked like that. But Gavin Rosa will airball one in transition. And I feel like maybe a little momentum here for Abilene.
Yeah, they just got to stop settling and stop forcing things on the inside. Obviously, with those guys inside, you want to play inside out. But they're collapsing. Turn and look backside opposite on this man-to-man defense.
Cowboys looking to dump this down low, and we got a foul on the floor. They'll get that on Riker Zeller. It will be Zeller's first personal foul. And it will give Abilene a chance to inbound under their own basket as we have got 5 subs. Porter Gill and Logan Klingenberg are in here for Rock Creek. Meanwhile, Tegan Funston, 4-for-4 swap. Ian Crump, Thomas Keener, Weston Rock, and Tegan Funston are all out for Abilene. Quick correction, Crump was just going over to lay something on the bench. He's still in the game. Holloway, the other player who stays in. Colt Becker is now in the game, along with Levi Evans, who will fire a corner three. That's an air ball miss, no good. And Jackson Green completes your 5 on the floor for Abilene. As a quick foul committed by Levi Evans. That'll be the first on Abilene here in the quarter.
Maybe a little frustration foul after shooting that air ball in the corner and running back. Just unnecessary. You don't need that. Just go back and get on defense. I mean, you're 45 feet from the basket. No need for that foul.
Trying to do a little too much to make up for it, perhaps, as we are halfway through a low-scoring second quarter of basketball.
Now Abilene switches to more of a 3-2 zone.
But you can't leave that guy open. And Coley Burgess, his first bucket of the second quarter, is a huge three-pointer as this ball is knocked away, but it will stay with the Cowboys.
13 points a game for Burgess. No problem. I'll have that in the first 8 minutes.
Everything else is gravy, right?
Yeah.
Cowboys looking to make something of this here. They've got it again with Evans, but you got to remember, 3 of their starting 5 off the floor right now. Holloway and Crump may be the intended targets here, the team's 2 leading scorers on the season. Evans wanted to go down the inside himself, but he's fouled, and he will go to the line with a chance to earn these at the stripe. Foul goes against Logan Klingenberg. For Klingenberg, that'll be his second.
Yeah, good drive right there by Levi Evans. He did a good job of making a decision. You drive down the middle, that's the hardest shot to make in basketball, to lay that thing up over the front of the rim, full speed. He did a good job of getting to the side, gets the first free throw to go, and trying to get the right angle. Thought maybe he had a real good chance to get that one up in an and one, but he gets the first free throw to fall.
Second free throw, that one rattles in and out, no good. Those were the first free throws for either team the entirety of the second quarter.
Yeah, we only saw 3 free throws shot in the first quarter.
Rock Creek lost it underneath. Holloway takes it away. 24-13 our score. Cowboys looking to make a comeback bid here.
That may be their best stand yet on defense. Just take it from him when he puts it out in front of you.
Well, and before Rock Creek really got going, as Evans fires one, he'll leave it short. Offensive rebound picked up here, but immediately lost. And, yep, it's going the other way. But remember, the first 3 or 4 minutes of this game, it was stop after stop after stop for Abilene. Then those first couple of buckets fell for Burgess, and the floodgates opened for Rock Creek.
Yeah, they got that first 4. Really 6 for Burgess off the start with that and one and then the 3, and it's, like you said, the gates were wide open, and the basket looks a lot bigger after you get your first couple to fall down.
Remember, this was a matchup of a sub-state championship game back in 2022 that saw the Rock Creek Mustangs pull an upset. This has been a fun little rivalry, but it's gotten even better now that Rock Creek has joined the NCKL, and these two teams see each other twice a year regardless. Here's Rosa with another 3. And Rock Creek raining them down from the outside. They've got 4 made 3s already in this game.
Yeah, at this point, if you're Abilene, you're just going to have to try to get this thing down to either single digits before the half or somewhere as close to 10 as you can.
27-13 is the score. Biggest lead of the game for the Rock Creek Mustangs. Cowboys needing to find a way to cut into this deficit before the break. Funston back off to Crump on the right wing, looking for a screen. Crump will fire from deep. Left it short, though. Although the rebound is thrown back in off of Porter Gill, and that's a heads-up play for Jackson Green, who will save a possession for his team.
And it's almost like now that the lead is starting to stretch out a little bit. You saw it hang around 8 to 10 for a while. Now you're up to 14, and Abilene just settling for jump shots off the screen.
We got a foul, and it's offensive against Abilene. And this is kind of in the story, too, right? Every time it feels like Abilene gets a little momentum, a turnover or a foul or something, maybe a shot that they don't like, and it just takes the air out of the energy that they have.
And that was just a frustration foul. Tegan Funston just trying to get open, just clearly shoved him. Now he has 2 fouls with 1:25 to go in this first half.
Mustangs looking to build their lead. Again, their biggest of the night. 27-13, 15-point advantage. This is Burgess. He has not been able to miss all night, but he does there. However, an offensive rebound and an and one for Rock Creek as they get that down low with Peter Martini, who gets up after that foul, a bit shaken but not stirred.
Yeah, just calm, cool, collective, goes up, gets whacked. Good job of body control, holding on to that ball up in the air and then finding the soft spot and getting it right through there. And Abilene's going to have to do something drastically different on defense. It's got to start with blocking out. You have to hold your block out to go get the rebound. They're checking them and blocking them, but as soon as the ball hits the rim, they're just all going for it. You got to hold that block out to try to get the rebound.
Rebounds have been arguably the biggest issue for Abilene tonight as the free throw goes for Peter Martini. 22-12 overall, 10-4 on the offensive glass. Those are your rebounding numbers in this game. 30-13, 17-point lead here for Rock Creek. Remember, the first 2 regular season games, very close between these two. Cowboys need a bucket. Here's just a tough angle to take there, and Martini is quickly speeding down the floor here for Rock Creek, and he's fouled again.
Nobody stopping the ball once again. He got the rebound and dribbled the whole length of the floor around 2 defenders and then got into Evans, Levi Evans on the inside because he was the last man of defense.
That's 2 on Levi Evans. With 49 seconds to go, Martini back at the line. And he will miss the first.
I think if you're Abilene at this point with 50 seconds left, you just run your offense and see if you can hold the ball and try to get a good shot here to end this half.
Second free throw will go here for Martini. A reminder, the winner of this game will play the winner of a matchup between Andale and Pratt later tonight. And again, it's going the other way. Rock Creek will take it back here. The Mustangs will return Eli Bell to the floor to replace Donovan DeVita. Just trying to see what led to that turnover as they're going to come over here to the scorers table and I think let them know. They're a few rows down there on press row. They're calling it a turnover on Weston Rock.
Well, they might put some more time back on the clock.
Okay.
I think is what they're talking about.
Makes sense. We'll see if that is indeed the call as they'll go over and have a word quickly with both coaches. And, yep, you're right, 46 seconds.
They put about 7 seconds back up on the clock right there.
Yeah.
Usually it's maybe a half a second to a second.
You wonder if Rock Creek might want to hold for the last shot here of the half. Although if you're going to get a look like that, well, you might as well take it. Wide open underneath. Riker Zeller has his first bucket of the night. And it's a 20-point lead for the Rock Creek Mustangs. We got a foul here. They'll call it on Riker Zeller. Scores on one end, commits the foul on the other, and here comes Tyler Holloway back into the game.
Yeah, you just mentioned it. Maybe Rock Creek holds for the last shot. You get a wide open backdoor cut like that, you're
not saying no to that. I'm not very athletic, but I think I could have made that one. 33-13, Cowboys gotta have it. They have it knocked back into the face of Weston Rock, but he is able to save the possession. Inside to Crump, and Crump is fouled. He will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Abilene just 25% from the floor in this game. Just a struggle in that first quarter, and really the struggles have continued in this quarter.
Well, and it's been everywhere, right? Abilene's been outscored 18-8 in the paint, 12-2 off of turnovers, 14-0 on second chance points. And they've been out-rebounded 23-12 overall and 10-4 on the offensive glass.
Yeah, Rock Creek got 14 second chance points just off offensive rebounds. Abilene has 14 in the whole game right now with 15.5 seconds left.
Ouch. Well, 15 now as Crump will hit the second of 2 free throws. 8 points for Ian Crump tonight. But that's been kind of the other thing. I mean, the two guys you expect to maybe go get a bucket Rock Creek has done a good job of defending. 8 points for Crump, only 2 points for Tyler Holloway in the first half. He was huge all throughout Substate.
And in defense, Abilene has taken away Rock Creek's leading scorer, but problem is they're spreading it around now.
Rosa hit a big three earlier. He will shovel it out to Burgess. NBA range three at the buzzer will not go, and that will bring us to the halftime break. But Rock Creek with a whopping 18-point lead. Abilene's got a lot of work to do on the other side of the break. We will step away, but just a reminder that postseason basketball coverage on Salina Post is brought to you by the Bennington State Bank with locations in Abilene, Salina, Bennington, and more. You're watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament. It's presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits. APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Welcome back inside the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Tyler Henry alongside Russ Kossel, a 33-15 lead here for Rock Creek at the halftime intermission. Before we go any further, got some special sponsors we would like to thank for their coverage and sponsorship of Abilene Athletics, including Abilene Termite and Pest Control, Hirsch Real Estate, Don's Tire and Supply, Astra Bank in Abilene, Abilene Car Sales, and Memorial Health System, caring for you. Of course, you are currently watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament. Today's game is presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency. And Boy, hopefully Abilene can get anything rolling in the second half. It's been bad. I mean, we're not going to lie to you guys. It's been pretty rough. 33-15 is our score. Abilene has been outdone 23-12 on the glass, 10-4 on offensive rebounds, 12-2 in points off of turnovers, 18-8 in the paint, and 14-0 on second chance points. I mean, take your pick there, Russ. What do you feel like is kind of the biggest thing that has to change for Abilene, and why is it everything?
Well, I think it's got to start on the defensive end. You got to find a way to get defensive rebounds, and that's going to lead into offense. I mean, they've tried to get a couple fast breaks out, but Rock Creek getting back in a hurry. But you got to find a way to score the ball too. I mean, you're down this much. You're 5 of 20 from the floor, and you've made 5 free throws. So you got to start on the defensive end. You got to ramp up the pressure, help side, block out. I mean, you could really pick out of one of the 6 things that you got and just do better at that and see what can happen after that.
33-13, 20 points was the biggest lead for Rock Creek in that first half. Let's go ahead and go through individual scoring here. For the Mustangs, 16 points for Coley Burgess already. Like you said, he averages 13 points a game. He had that at the end of the first quarter. Beyond that, 5 points for Gavin Rosa, 4 for Eli Bell and for Peter Martini, 2 points for Riker Zeller, and 2 points for Logan Klingenberg. Meanwhile, for Abilene, as many made field goals as made free throws, 4 of each in the first half. 8 points for Ian Crump, 2 points for Jackson Green, for Tyler Holloway, and for Weston Rock, and a lone free throw for Levi Evans. Postseason basketball coverage on Salina Post is brought to you in part by the Bennington State Bank, with locations in Abilene, Salina, Bennington, and more. We'll step away, back with more halftime coverage when we return on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Your next visit to the doctor for an upcoming procedure or surgery should start with a conversation about Salina Surgical Hospital. Hi, this is Geraldine Diedrich, and we are truly committed to fostering your health and well-being. From outpatient procedures to inpatient stays, you will feel the difference in our excellent care and compassion. Talk to your doctor about scheduling your next procedure at Salina Surgical Hospital. Your surgical experience is our specialty. Salina Surgical Hospital is partially owned by a group of local, community-involved physicians.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
When there is wastewater backing up into your home, time is crucial. Hours are precious to minimize the mess and damage. That is where Salina Septic Service looks out for you with direct access to their dispatch board, so you can schedule the first available appointment. Upload pictures and description of your problem on the Salina Septic Service website and secure your appointment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Money-saving specials now and information on worry-free service plans when you visit salinasepticservice.com.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
I'm Ryan Arms, your mortgage loan originator at Equity Bank here in Salina, Kansas. I'm a lifelong Salina resident here to tell you our bank can offer you mortgage and refinance options with terms designed for you. Why leave our community when you can choose the bank that never forgets it's your money? With 2 locations in town on Ohio Street and Santa Fe Avenue, there's no better time to apply online, in person, or over the phone. Learn more at equitybank.com, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back inside the Equity Bank broadcast booth. 33-15 is our halftime score. Rock Creek with Abilene doubled up with change. And before we go any further, I want to remind you, you're watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament. It is presented by the Amanda West State Farm Agency. We'd also like to throw a special shout out to a couple of our Abilene sponsors from right here in town, including Abilene Termite and Pest Control, Perch Real Estate, Abilene Car Sales, Don's Tire and Supply, Astor Bank in Abilene, and Memorial Health System, caring for you. Russ, it's pretty simple. If Abilene wants to give themselves a chance, look, there's no 33-point shot, right? But you got to whittle this away little by little. It's going to have to come down to putting together a good third quarter and giving yourselves a chance in the fourth. You're not going to probably get all these points back in the next 8 minutes.
I think if you can find a way to get it to 10 to 12 points at the end of the third, I think you're feeling really good. But that's going to start, like I said, on the defensive end. You got to find a way to secure the rebound on the first shot. Just getting killed on the glass right now of second chance points, and you have to come away with the rebound. Take good shots. Don't settle for a three-pointer off of the ball screen off of one pass. Run your offense for 30, 40 seconds.
It's an 18-point deficit that the Cowboys will look to overcome against a team that they battled with close early in the regular season and then again late in the regular season. Those two games decided by about 10 points. Both, though, did go the way of Rock Creek. And that's the other thing, right? These two are really familiar with one another. Obviously, it's hard to beat a team 3 times, but you got to think Rock Creek's probably made some adjustments since last matchup, too.
Yeah, obviously they have. I mean, they've taken away really all the scoring. You've kind of taken away Holloway inside. Abilene kind of went away from him after he had that 3-second call.
Cowboys do get this in. All 10 starters are back on the floor. For the Cowboys, that is Crump, Holloway, Rock, Funston, and Keener. Holloway's got it here, gets the defender in the air. It's an and one. And Tyler Holloway will go to the free throw line. The foul goes on Eli Bell. That is his second.
Yeah, good patient move right there, right? You look like Crump was going to settle for a three, throws a little head fake, drives in, finds Holloway, splits through a double team, pivots back around, gets whacked on the side of the arm, finishes, and now gets a chance for the and one.
Holloway at the line, his first free throw on the way and good. By the way, that's just the second made field goal of the game for Holloway, but it comes at a good time early in this game. Mention your 5 on the floor for Abilene, your 5 on the floor for Rock Creek. Eli Bell, Peter Martini, Coley Burgess, Gavin Rosa, and Riker Zeller.
Little extended 3-2 zone, 1-2-2, however you want to look at it, by Abilene to try to slow the ball down coming up the floor.
See if a halftime rest cooled off Coley Burgess, who had 16 points in the first half. He takes a touch, playing a game of catch right now with Peter Martini. Gets it back, now back to Martini again on the wing. They will hand it off here on the outside. This is Zeller now to the high post. Bell slips it down low. They'll kick it back out. Fake it on the swing around. Abilene doing a good job of sticking with all the options. This is a really good defensive set so far for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and you can't get complacent here and get lazy and let something backside slip. They almost got burnt on that back door right there on the last pass.
Once again, high post. Bell lost it. Back to Burgess, left wide open. His three-pointer, though, no good. Holloway gets the rebound, and the Cowboys do not have numbers, but they're going to get fouled, and that goes against Coley Burgess. That is his second.
Yeah, and I think right now for Abilene, you got to continue to attack, right? That time they looked to fast break. Weston Rock had it on the far side, put a little hesitation dribble, went back around to the right, and caught Burgess kind of in the wrong place.
I like that Abilene, again, they did not settle for that jump shot on their first possession. They settled for quite a few jumpers in the first half. We'll see if they can find a way to settle in here as they want to go down low. That's Rock takes contact. And I believe this is going against Gavin Rosa. It'll be 2 free throws for Weston Rock, and Rosa will pick up his first. But, Russ, that's 3 fouls in a minute and a half to start this quarter. Abilene could be spending a lot of time at the line if they can get in that bonus.
Continue to attack, right? I mean, it's worked so far. You got the ball inside, got an and one as the first free throw goes from Holloway. You got a foul up top. Now you got a driving foul with Weston Rock going to the line, hits the first one and gets another one. I mean, you got to continue to attack. Maybe slow it down, not try to look for that immediate fast break, set the offense, and then get it inside.
Rock got the first, missed the second, but nonetheless, it's a little 4-0 run to open the quarter. Rather to open the half here for Abilene.
I hope it's not like the 4-0 run they had to start the game.
Yeah, it was a 4-0 run, and then very quickly they went 0 for 7. They found themselves down by as many as 20 in the first half. High post touch. Eli Bell attacks the inside. Holloway will collect the foul. For Holloway, that is just his first. But a little taste of their own medicine given right back here to Abilene by Rock Creek.
And maybe you would like to see one of the other low players slide over. Maybe Holloway could have been there for a charge. It would have been tough to get. Bell gets the first free throw to go.
Abilene was 5 for 8 at the free throw line in the first half. Rock Creek was just 3 of 4. Second free throw, Bell gets them both. And Rock Creek responds at the stripe. Cowboys still trailing big, 35-19. Looking to keep this offensive momentum. Crump in the corner behind the back dribble, hands it off. Funston left alone, fires a three. It's short. Rebounded here by Eli Bell, up the floor to Martini. Back to Burgess again on the left wing.
You can get that shot anytime you want. I know you're behind and you're trying to get it all back as quick as you can, but you can get that deep range three anytime. You've had it all game and they've let you shoot it. Now you're 0 for 8 from the three-point line.
Rosa back to Burgess. All of a sudden, Rock Creek, I mean, they're not getting the open looks that they were in the first half, but I mean, they don't need to take many shots here as Rosa will fire a corner three. That's no good. Another offensive board, but a turnover and a ball thrown the length of the floor. Holloway corrals it and lays it in. How about the dime of a pass to Tyler Holloway?
Yeah, just dropped it on the big guy's hands. He didn't even have to put it on the floor. Did anyway and just goes up. Now it comes back here. You got to find a way to get stops.
And was that Funston that threw that pass? I think it was. Boy, that quarterback to tight end duo was seen a couple of times this fall.
Yeah, now they're getting their hands. They're getting deflections on balls. Not quite coming up with steals yet, but getting in the passing lanes.
At the very least, being disruptive. We saw a lot of shots that, boy, you felt like it's the shot Rock Creek wanted to take. We have not seen much of that in the third quarter. 35-21. At one time, a 20-point lead cut down to 14 here. Sidestep into the high post. Bell, spin move right at Holloway. Missed it, got it back. Second chance, no good. And Abilene the rebound.
Got lucky there. We saw Bell miss a few of those early.
Here's a transition three for Keener. Just off the mark. And the rebound taken in by Eli Bell. Oh. And, yeah, that's a foul. And I don't know what the thought process was there, but, yeah, that's a tough one for Crump to commit. For Crump, it is just his second, but still not a foul you want to give. As a 2-for-2 swap will bring Levi Evans in. Jackson Cuba is into the game for the first time tonight. They will replace Tyler Holloway and Weston Rock.
And I think you're okay with that three. That transition, 2 passes wide open in the corner, take that. But now, you haven't got a three to fall. 0 for 9 from the three-point line. Continue. Go back to what got you back, starting to claw back in this. Get the ball inside.
Here we got a foul away from the basketball. They're going to get this against...
I think that's against Ian Crump as well.
Yeah, and that's his third, and that's huge. Crump's going to have to come out. He'll be replaced quickly by Jackson Green. Now, the 2 players that got that rally going are both off the floor for Abilene.
Yeah, now you're evening up. 3 fouls each right now with 4:12 left to go in the third.
This ball comes into Rosa. This is where Rock Creek was able to attack. They go to Klingenberg, who's just checked in. Klingenberg is fouled. And all of a sudden, 4 quick fouls for Abilene. And more free throws coming for Rock Creek.
The Jackson Green going to pick up that foul. Just his first. Well, you've clawed back. First free throw goes. Now it's 15 points.
Yep.
You're slowly getting there. You're not even halfway through the third yet. You come away, get some good shots. You've gotten enough stands on the defensive end. You just haven't been able to put the ball in the hole.
It's a matter, too, right, as the second free throw falls. You got to do something different and better than what your opponent was doing. It was free throws early in the quarter. Now that's evened out. We'll see if Rock Creek can find, or if Abilene can find that advantage again somewhere, as they've got the ball with Keener on the outside. Deflected momentarily, but back to Evans on the left wing. 3:51 left to go here in the third quarter. Green takes a touch in the high post, puts his back to the basket. Into a double team, almost lost it. Back out here. They thought about a three. They will turn it down. Now they will fire away. Is this the first made three of the night? No. It's an 0 for 10 start from beyond the arc for the Cowboys.
Yeah, just a little step back there by Jackson Green, unable to get it.
Here's a long runner that's no good. Rebound pulled down. They will get it back at the top of the key. This is Burgess, but he left it short. Another offensive board and a putback that goes for Logan Klingenberg. And I don't care who you're talking about at this tournament. If you give a team at state 3 cracks at it, they're going to score.
Yeah, they're going to get there eventually, and just getting absolutely killed on the glass. And Coach Taylor's going to get a timeout here, full timeout.
We will keep it right here. Abilene, a team that shoots 32% from beyond the arc on the season. 0 for 10 in this game. And a quick reminder that you are watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament. It's presented by the Amanda West State Farm Agency.
That was Rock Creek's first field goal. Came in the third quarter with 3:19 left. So you're playing great defense. You're just struggling to put the ball in the hole.
Excellent defense, but unfortunately for Abilene, 5 of their 6 third quarter points have come from Tyler Holloway, who is now saddled on the bench in a little bit of foul trouble. Crump with 3 fouls. So far, Holloway only has, actually Holloway's just got the 1. They brought him out to give him some rest. While we've got a moment, I want to thank a few of our local Abilene sponsors, including Abilene Termite and Pest Control, Hirsch Real Estate, Abilene Car Sales, Don's Tire and Supply, Astra Bank in Abilene, and Memorial Health System, caring for you.
Yeah, your defense has been ratcheted up the second half. You know, just mentioned it, Rock Creek's first field goal didn't come till 3:19 left in this quarter. But they're getting free throws, but they're getting points.
Almost all of the numbers have slowly but surely come back down in favor of the Cowboys. But like you said, at the end of the day, if you don't score the points to make it count, and this was another thing that they had turned up, that they fixed momentarily in the first half, as we've got a quick travel, and Rock Creek will give it right back. But fewer turnovers for Abilene here in the second half.
Yeah, they've stopped turning the ball over. You're getting shots. They're just not falling. I mean, your defense has played better. Your your defensive rebounding hasn't improved at all in this second half. They're still getting offensive rebounds. Maybe not have the points to go with it, but they're getting second and third chance looks.
Here's maybe the biggest number that just shows what's going on here in this third quarter, Russ. Rock Creek, they're 1 for 7 from the floor. They're 0 of 3 from downtown. They have not been outscored by Abilene in 7 minutes. We got a fight for the ball on the floor. We got a whistle.
I think one had a jump, one had a foul.
Yeah, we'll see which one overrules the other here, and they will go to the jump ball arrow, which points. Actually, this might be the first time all season that we're not in a position to see the arrow.
It's Rock Creek ball.
Okay, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. It's just the first time I've had a chance to call a state tournament game at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Great facility.
Yeah.
A lot of fun watching this one from here on press row. 39-21, 2:18 left to go here in the third quarter. Abilene looking for another stop. They won't get it. Good backdoor cut and another bucket for Klingenberg, who's got both made field goals for Rock Creek in this third quarter. 2:03 to go. They lead by 20 again.
Had this down to 13 or 14 points, and they were sitting pretty good to get it within 10, and now it's ballooned back out to 20.
See if they can find a few stops here, but more importantly, they need buckets. Green wants to go inside. He'll turn it over again. And the Mustangs, here they come. Rock Creek being told to force the issue here. They will kick it out. Right wing 3. Yep. Coley Burgess, that is his first make of the second half. 19 points for Burgess. Evans back to Rock, kicks it out. This is Green inside the paint. Back to Rock again, left free throw line extended. Oh, missed it off the side of the backboard, and here come the Mustangs again. In transition, they will kick it out. Back to Rosa, turns down the long 3 and travels again.
Coach, he jumps up and tells him, shoot the ball. I mean, obviously they're hot from back there. Just let it fly right now.
It was kind of deep, but to be fair, with the way they've been shooting it, you don't have anything really to lose, and it was wide open.
And it wasn't any deeper than the ones he had taken in the first half on the other end of the court.
It's true. Unfortunately for Abilene, this represents their biggest deficit of the entire game. 23-point lead for Rock Creek. Tyler Holloway slips underneath. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Then a foul will be called here. This will be against somebody for Rock Creek. We'll see who they call it on. Might be on Klingenberg. And it is on Klingenberg. That'll be his third personal foul.
Burgess now with 19 points. has about outscored the whole Abilene team in this game.
I was about to say, yeah, he is. And again, you got to remember, too, that was his first make of the third quarter.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job of quieting them down a little bit here, but just unable to score.
Top two scorers for Abilene. Crump and Holloway are both back on the floor. Crump tried to throw that through, but Abilene's going to force, or Rock Creek's going to force a tie-up. The arrow will keep it here with Abilene with 52 seconds to go, but just not finding looks in this third quarter.
Yeah, they finished the first quarter at 25% and now at 25.9%.
Well, and what did you say? That 4-0 run that they started the first half on, they did the same thing here in the second half, and since then it's been mostly Rock Creek.
Yeah, it has not been a good game so far for the Abilene Cowboys. I don't know what, we might have a little, it looks like Tyler Holloway's got a little floor burn over there.
Well,
athletic staff going to clean it up.
And if there's one guy that you don't want off the floor for any reason, for any amount of time right now, it's probably Tyler Holloway.
Yeah, I feel like he's spent enough time on the bench that you need him inside and try to figure out how to use him more than what they have.
Yeah, and there's the call. The referee says you got to get somebody else in the game. We got to play on. So they do wrap that up. Cuba will come over here. He will check in. And, of course, as soon as Cuba is into the game, Holloway's ready to go and will, I think, head back to the scorer's table. No, he'll take a seat on the bench. We play on. 50 seconds left to go. Now Holloway makes his way to the scorer's table. 45 seconds left. Crump had it. Thought about going down low to Cuba. Now he will. Cuba on the block. Kicks out here to Evans. Top of the key. Good defense, though, for Rock Creek. Just not giving up any open looks. Crump has it poked away. It'll stay with Abilene, but just not finding shots.
Yeah, and they've had plenty of looks, but we can't take anything away from this Rock Creek defense. They've just been up in their face and forcing, jump balls, turnovers, bad passes, and they are not giving up second chance points. Still a goose egg on the board for Abilene and second chance points.
This is a Rock Creek team. Defense has been excellent for them all season long. You don't win 20 games without good defense. Here's Holloway off the bottom of the rim, back out to Crump. He'll turn down the three, wants to go up himself. Holloway gets the rebound. Third time's a charm for Abilene. Yes, it is. And one for Tyler Holloway. Well, what I tell you, Russ, you give anybody at this tournament 3 chances, they're going to score, and there it is again.
And that might be the first second chance points for Abilene, coming with 8.7 seconds left in the third.
Russ, Tyler Holloway scored the bucket that concluded that 4-0 run for Abilene. That was with a minute and a half off the clock in the third quarter. He just scored again. It's the first bucket in that whole span. 6.5 minutes, no points for Abilene. And that free throw will give them 3 here, but they still trail by 20. Great defense in that span, too. I mean, I'm not trying to take away anything from Abilene's effort. They've played well, but at the end of the day, in basketball, you score or you lose. It's a pretty simple prospect. Here's a smothered 3 from the top of the key. No good. Eli Bell, they're going to wave it off. Did not get the shot off in time. And at the end of the third quarter, it remains a 20-point lead for the Rock Creek Mustangs, who are on top 44-24. We will step away, but when we come back, it's more state quarterfinal coverage. Postseason basketball coverage on Salina Post is brought to you by the Bennington State Bank with locations in Abilene, Salina, Bennington, and more.
I've always believed in love stories that last forever. At Vernon Jewelers, we've been crafting these stories for 141 years. Each piece is a chapter in a journey, a testament to timeless romance. Whether it's an engagement ring or a cherished anniversary gift, we create memories that sparkle. Look for that iconic sign and discover our collection and personalized customer service. In our 141st year, we're not old, just really good at what we do. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, because love deserves that perfect setting.
Welcome back in here inside the Equity Bank broadcast booth as we take a look here. 44-24 is our score. You're watching Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament presented by the Amanda West State Farm Agency. Want to throw a quick shout out to a couple more of our Abilene local sponsors from the area, including Abilene Termite and Pest Control, Hirsch Real Estate, Abilene Car Sales, Don's Tire and Supply, Astrobank in Abilene, and Memorial Health System caring for you. Ross, it was a good start for the Cowboys. They cut a 20-point lead down to a 15-point lead, and then it was back up to a 24-point lead. And, what's going on here? In midcourt, it was going to be Abilene, or correction, it was going to be Rock Creek ball.
I don't think they had the arrow right.
Okay.
Because they just had the jump ball down there where Abilene got it, so it should be Rock Creek's coming out.
I was going to say, they will switch sides here, and Rock Creek will take the ball to start this. They got a 20-point lead. They're looking to protect it for 8 minutes to send Abilene packing for the second time in 3 years. Although a turnover, here come the Cowboys. They're working on it with Funston. At the end of the day, nothing else matters here. You got to find buckets. You need a lot of them, and you need them quick. Crump, baseline jumper, can't get it to fall. And the rebound is hauled in by Rock Creek's Riker Zeller.
In that third quarter, Rock Creek cooled off, shot 3 for 10 for 30%, but equally 3 for 10 for Abilene.
Bell to Rosa, now back to Zeller, back to Bell, his first three-point attempt of the night, and it goes. Eli Bell, it's just his third made field goal of this game, but it's a big one. And on the other side, Tegan Funston is fouled. He'll go to the line as I believe that's Gavin Rosa who picks up his second.
I think they're going to get that one on the pass.
You're right, and that will be it's still going to be the second on Rosa. He was going to get his money's worth no matter how the foul was committed. So a baseline inbound here for Abilene. A quick tip drill and a foul that'll send Ian Crump to the line for 2.
Yeah, Abilene outscored 17-8 in the first, 16-7 in the second, and 11-9 in the third. Just a rough night shooting the ball for Abilene.
First free throw will go here for Ian Crump. Like you said, at this point in the game, Abilene has made, with this free throw, more free throws than field goals, 9-8. And with that, Ian Crump has 10 points. Tyler Holloway has 10 points. The rest of the team has combined for just 6.
Yeah, just a rough night all the way around. We talked about it earlier in pregame where they shared the ball so well and had everybody score in that first sub-state game, and it's kind of just been shut down here tonight.
7 minutes left to go. Time ticking down on the Abilene season. Rock Creek looking to punch their ticket to the next round where they would face the winner of Andale and Pratt. Oh, and Eli Bell is down in a lot of pain. He's able to roll over onto his back, but he is, that is not a sight you want to see. And I'm a little surprised that he got up the way he did because it looks like he's in a ton of pain on that sideline. They're going to try to get him over to the bench and get him looked at. As the training staff will come and take a look at Eli Bell.
Non-contact is about the worst thing possible that can happen. Hopefully that young man is okay. He's an outstanding ball player.
See how Rock Creek responds. Fortunately, they've got a 21-point lead and only 6:45 left to go in this game. Great move, big spin, bigger block though. They will get the rebound and shovel it into the corner. Rosa, a 3. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound taken in by Crump, thrown ahead here to Green, deflected almost into the net. Oh my goodness. This ball diving on the floor. Keener tips it out. Abilene's got it, but they almost deflected that right into the goal.
Yeah, that tipped off, went right off the middle of the square on the backboard, but a good hustle by Keener to get on the floor and poke that one away.
Cowboys back to Rock on the right wing. He will spin to the inside, wants to go himself. It's been a tough night for Weston Rock. He's 1 for 8 from the floor. Peter Martini hands this to Coley Burgess, and now I feel like you'll probably see Rock Creek go into maybe not time-wasting mode as they will take a 3 here, but again, it was a wide-open look. Rebounded by Abilene. Worth noting, Russ, and I can't really explain it, but since he went out and had to get that left arm looked at, Tyler Holloway's not checked back into this game.
Yeah.
Easy layup there for Coley Burgess. Am I right about that?
He came back in right afterwards, got that and one, and then he didn't start the fourth quarter, but I think just as you speak of it into existence,
well, there you go.
He's now coming to the scores table.
Holloway not in foul trouble. We got a timeout on the floor. We will keep it right here And remind you, the postseason basketball coverage on Salina Post is presented by the Bennington State Bank with locations in Abilene, Salina, Bennington, and more. Would also like to thank Abilene Termite and Pest Control, Hirsch Real Estate, Abilene Car Sales, Don's Tire and Supply, Astrobank in Abilene, and Memorial Health System for their support of allowing us to bring you coverage of today's game. 49-26, Russ, it's looking like this one might be out of reach, but we've seen some crazy things in high school basketball. The problem is Abilene, the stretch has continued, right? They've only had 3 field goals in the second half total.
They went, what'd you say, 6 minutes in that third quarter between buckets, and it's continued. I mean, it was. Now, don't get me wrong, we don't want to take anything away from Rock Creek on the defensive end. They play phenomenal man-to-man defense. They're up in your face. Abilene's had the looks. They've had the looks from 3. They've had the looks, at the mid-range. They've had layup looks. It's just nothing is falling right now.
Yeah, Abilene's still 0 for 10 from beyond the arc. Again, a team that shoots 33% from beyond the arc this season and has multiple capable three-point shooters. They will bring it up here with Weston Rock. 5:25 left to go. Abilene fighting with their season on the line.
Yeah, and Abilene right now, the student section's cheering back and forth at each other, but unfortunately, and they're going to get a charge right there on Crump. The student section for Abilene really has nothing to cheer about, and that'll be Crump's 4th foul.
So Crump will join Logan Klingenberg in the 4-foul club. Been a tough night for Crump, but again, alongside Tyler Holloway, those two have carried this team. They have 20 of the 26 points tonight. 5:10 left to go. Rock Creek back on the basketball. Peter Martini. Now back to Klingenberg. The Mustangs not really in any hurry, nor should they be, although they're trapped in the corner. They will get it back to Rosa. Boy, he finds a teammate and a wide open layup for Riker Zeller. And that's kind of the thing right now, right? Abilene overcommits. Rock Creek finds an easy layup. We've seen more of that in the fourth quarter down the stretch here.
Yeah, you get a good trap set over there, and you don't get your hands up. They're trying to swat at the ball. Spreads a little bit. He steps right through, makes a great pass.
Here's a drive. They thought about kicking that ball into the corner. Now they will. This is Keener. Back to Crump. And the first three-point make of the night belongs to Ian Crump.
First one for 11 now from the three-point line.
Cuts the lead to 21 with 4:12 left to go. Rock Creek, like I said, going to be patient, I would imagine, for the last 4:05 here. It's been another fantastic Cowboys season, but if it comes to an end, it's going to be even more bittersweet with every passing year. Always here at the state tournament, just struggling to make any noise here in 4A. And now a foul against the Cowboys, and if that's on Holloway, and it is on Holloway, that will be just his second. A little surprised by the lack of minutes from Tyler Holloway tonight, given that he hasn't really been in foul trouble, and they're going to take him out here. Jackson Kuba, Levi Evans, and Tegan Funston all come in.
I think Holloway was just as confused as why he keeps coming out. He just kind of had his hands to the side. He hasn't been playing bad.
Here's a three. That's no good. Rebound Crump wrestled away in a jump ball. And I believe that will give it back to Abilene here. Cowboys are going to have to find a way to reload again next season because they are going to lose 5 phenomenal seniors this year no matter where this run ends. Weston Rock, Thomas Keener, Ian Crump, Tyler Holloway, and Jackson Green. 5 guys that were instrumental to this 16-6 season. Crump throws it up. He is fouled and he'll go back to the line. But Crump's three-pointer is still the only made field goal of this quarter for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's, they're still attacking. Good, great job. Keep attacking the rim. You can't just quit playing right now with 3:27 left. I mean, even with this big lead that Rock Creek has, he gets the free throw to go. Continue to attack. Continue to try to get better. You have to come out of this something and find something positive, although the stat sheet would say there's nothing positive right now for Abilene.
The problem is they've always gotten one person rolling in each quarter down the stretch here, right? You talk about 8 points for Tyler Holloway in a quarter where they scored 9. Crump, with that made free throw, does have 7 points here in the fourth quarter. The problem is, so does Abilene. He's got them all.
Yeah, just all one-sided right now. When somebody gets scoring, nobody else can join in with them.
Cowboys going to the full court press, trying to force the issue, down by 20 with 3:21 left to play. And they are going to dive on the floor here. They get the ball, and they will roll it up to Keener. So the Cowboys, the trap works. Now can they find a way to cash this in for points? They will throw this out, swing it around to Evans on the right wing. Evans back to the basket, kicks out here. Green turns down the 3. Evans steps out. He'll fire another. That's off the mark.
And every one of Evans' shot tonight has came up short. Every 3 he shot has came up well short, just drawing front of the iron barely, and the ball coming straight down.
2:47 left to play. Rock Creek looking to put the finishing touches on a quarterfinal victory, looking to get back to the state semifinal round. They will hand it off on the right wing. Lost it, but they get it back in the corner. Now they will lose it. There we go.
Yeah, he clearly, that was slapped out of bounds by himself. I mean,
Yeah.
He came around and tried to come from behind. The officials are going to get together, but I believe they made the right call there. Never mind.
Well, they will overturn it.
Forget everything I just said in the last 10 seconds.
Oh, man.
But that's been the night for Abilene, though, Tyler. I mean, not getting loose balls, balls going 50-50 ball, everything going the way of Rock Creek right now.
Yeah, and those accolade stats have continued to be what they've been, as Rock Creek will get this in quickly here. They will swing it back into the corner, but Abilene, to be fair, much better in the second half, but still 36-22. Rock Creek leads in rebounding, 14-7 in offensive boards, 19-5 off turnovers, 26-14 in the paint, and 16-3 off second chance points. As another jump ball will keep it here with the Mustangs.
So they've done a much better job on second chance points. I mean, I believe it was 14-0.
They've done a much better job on all of those categories.
Yeah.
It was just that start.
It's the one category that matters, and it's shooting percentage. They are not putting the ball in the hole.
I mean, they've only been outscored by 2 here in the second half. That's it. When you dig yourself a 22-point hole, it's tough to come out from that. Here's a 3, top of the key, and it goes. Brock Lubbers getting in on the fun.
Yeah, I mean, why not? They bring 4 fresh guys in off the bench to finish out this game, and they just come out and continue what Burgess has done really this whole game, really the whole first half.
This Rock Creek team every bit as deep as it is dangerous. Cowboys feeling the final minutes tick away here on another phenomenal campaign. Here's a 3, top of the wing. That's no good. Rebound tipped away. Cowboys try to run it down. They will. Rock's got it. He will kick it out. Keener, a left wing 3. That's short. And as you mentioned, everything has been a little bit short. Abilene's three-point woes continue.
Yeah, and it's really been that way for everybody. I mean, I said, Levi Evans' shot, it came up short. Every missed shot has been well short.
1:15 left to go. Rock Creek will be headed to the semifinal round. Another 3, no good. Crump the rebound. Crump is still the only player to score. And we got a timeout called here by Abilene with 1:06 left to go. And it looks like they are going to bring in a few reserves as the seniors coming out here to close out the year. So there are a couple of different ways you can do this. Abilene choosing to honor the seniors by bringing them out one last time to be recognized. I think this is kind of chaotic. I'm trying to see who's coming to the scorer's table. And yeah, the seniors are all headed out one last time here for Abilene. The brand new lineup: Jake Bartley, Colt Becker, as well as Wyatt Bathurst, Landon Rogers, and Jackson Cuba. And for the last time in orange, Weston Rock, Thomas Keener, Ian Crump, Tyler Holloway, and Jackson Green will all have a seat one last time. Final minute of this quarterfinal game. Just a formality. as Rock Creek did the hard work early. Cowboys looking for one last bucket. And a blocking foul going to be called against the Mustangs. With 37 seconds to go, it is the third team foul on Abilene here, but it will be in the act of shooting. And it's Cuba at the line.
Good job there by Cuba to go attack and go up and get it. Tried to slide over and take the charge. Just a hair late on that. It was a close call.
Cuba's first free throw is good. And with that, he becomes the first player in the fourth quarter not named Ian Crump to score for the Cowboys. Second free throw. Good. Cuba gets them both. 37 seconds left to go. See if Abilene fouls or if they will allow Rock Creek to dribble it out, or if Rock Creek wants to play for another shot. I mean, they're still running offense here. No surprise. They got a group of youngsters on the floor for the most part. It's going to lead to a steal, though, by Wyatt Bathurst. He's down the floor. His right-handed layup, no good. Rebound hauled in. It'll be thrown ahead. And Rock Creek going to lay it in one last time with Donovan DeVita, the final nail in the Abilene coffin. Final 5 seconds, winding down. One last baseline jumper off the mark. And the Rock Creek Mustangs will advance to the state semifinals here in Class 4A. Your final score from Salina, 56-33. This has been Cowboy basketball from the 4A state tournament presented by Amanda West State Farm Agency. Back to wrap it up on the other side of the break here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
The Cowboys work hard on the field, and you need an insurance agent that works just as hard for you. With 24-hour service and the ability to answer all your questions, your local State Farm agent in Abilene is Amanda West Agency, supporting the student athletes of Dickinson County.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
We spend 1/3 of our lives working to build our wealth. With over 50 years of combined experience, Billings Group wants to be there to help manage yours. If you're planning for retirement or looking for financial coaching, then come see us on Westchester Drive, east of the YMCA, or visit our website at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory products and services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory, a registered investment advisor. RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and Private Client Services are unaffiliated entities.
Back here at Tony's Pizza Event Center, a quick reminder that postseason basketball coverage on Salina Post has been brought to you by Bennington State Bank with locations in Abilene, Salina, Bennington, and more. And this one wraps up 56-33, the final score in favor of the Rock Creek Mustangs. They will go to 21-2. And they will advance to the semifinal round where they will take on the winner of the next game, set to go here in just a bit between 19-3 Andale, the 3 seed, and 17-5 Pratt, the 6 seed. Let's take a look at how this one went down, though. And Russ Kossel, it really comes down to the simplest basketball stat that exists, and that is how well you shoot the ball. Abilene, 9 of 39 tonight from the floor, just 1 of 14. 1 of 14 from downtown for a team that shoots 33%. Tonight they shot 7% from beyond the arc. 14 of 18 at the line was close enough to keep the second half close, but not close enough to make a comeback. And as a result, they fall to the Mustangs here in this one.
And you can tell that over in just shooting in general. You played a whole high school basketball game and went 9 of 39. You shoot 23.1% for the game. This is a team that shot 49% coming in, and you cut that in half, and you tail in 1 for 14 from 3. I mean, you got up 39 shots. Rock Creek shot 52 times in this game to your 39. Shot 21 of 52, 40%. I mean, just up and down the stat list. If you were just to read the stats and not the points, you would assume that that's what this spread would be.
Individual scoring from this game looked like this. Coley Burgess led the way for Rock Creek with 21 points, 9 points for his teammate Eli Bell, 8 points for Logan Klingenberg, and then 5 for Rosa, 4 for Martini, 4 for Zeller, 3 for Lubbers, and 2 for Donovan DeBita. Meanwhile, for Abilene, 15 points for Ian Crump, 10 points for Tyler Holloway. That's usually a good start for the Cowboys, but beyond that, the rest of the team combines for just 8 points tonight. 3 for Weston Rock, 2 for Jackson Kuba, 2 for Jackson Green, and a lone free throw for Levi Evans. With that, the Abilene season comes to a close at 16-7. And a quick, really, it deserves to be said. We talked about this pregame, Russ. This is an Abilene team that always finds a way to just reload, right? And they did that again this year. They lost a huge senior class a season ago. A lot of people thought maybe they would take a step back. They were also under a new head coach. Kyle Taylor's obviously been around this program for a long time, but nobody, I think, expected necessarily Abilene to be back here at the state tournament. But you got to give this group, and especially this group of seniors, Weston Rock, Thomas Keener, Ian Crump, Tyler Holloway, and Jackson Green, you got to give those guys a lot of credit, and Kyler Taylor a lot of credit for getting back to Salina for the 4th time in 5 years.
Yeah, because a lot of these guys last year were just role players, right? I mean, you had that absolutely loaded senior class that we've talked about last year, and some of these guys, Weston Rock, Ian Crump, Holloway, got a little bit of playing time in there, probably more than others, but they needed some leadership. You know, who was going to come in and lead this team to get this far? And I think if you would have asked, would this team return to state, you probably would have got a lot of, well, we'll see what this group can do. But nonetheless, to get here is a feat in its own. So kudos to Abilene, kudos to Coach Taylor in this senior class for everything they've done.
And you just get the feeling, right, after everything else that we've seen, that this Abilene team, you never know. You look at the juniors that they've got, maybe they'll find a way to step up and come back here next year. But for now, the road will end for the Abilene Cowboys, who wrap up their season at 16-7. That will just about do it here for us. One last time for Tyler Henry and for Russ Kossel. Want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Also want to shout out one last time all of our local Abilene sponsors, including Abilene Termite and Pest Control, Hirsch Real Estate, Abilene Car Sales, Don's Tire and Supply, Astra Bank in Abilene, and Memorial Health System, caring for you for their support of tonight's game. That will wrap up our coverage of high school basketball here for the 2024-25 season. Want to say it's a huge thank you to everybody who tuned in on our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week all winter long. Excited to bring you some baseball and softball coverage coming up this spring. But until then, this has been Cowboy Basketball from the 4A State Tournament, presented by the Amanda West State Farm Agency.
This has been a presentation of Eagle Radio.